That's ridiculous,
Like
man.
honestly, if I could go like back in time to like memories and whatnot, I'd fucking go back there and just kind of like a quantum leap, like jump back into myself and just be like, listen here, you motherfucker.
Lay
Like I don't care.
a promo on
Like yeah, just lay a fucking promo on like Kane Mike. Yes.
him. Although at a wedding though, it's never
No, it's
good.
not. It wasn't even at a wedding. It was
That's oh, that's
it was
true.
at
It
a
was that
bar. Like it was after the wedding, like after
after
the
the
ceremony,
reception?
before the reception.
Oh, before the reception.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, fuck it.
yeah. So keep in mind, like I'm exhausted because I've been up since like 2 o'clock in the morning. Pretty much the only things I could really do was just like drive from the station. This is out. This is going out to like Cape Cod, like where he got married.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So it's pretty
Why does
much like
everybody like to get married so fucking far away?
I don't know.
And it doesn't matter where you are, it seems. Like people who are from Cape Cod, I'm sure they get married in fucking like who knows where, like
I don't know.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's like goddamn, like whatever.
Eh,
Anyway.
Anyways, so like my game plan was like I was gonna work at the station that morning, change at the station, head out, drive down from the station in Brighton, and then I was gonna drive out to the Cape and whatnot for for the wedding ceremony.
Hmm.
And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm already fucking exhausted. I barely had anything to eat other than like maybe like a cinnamon bun from the fucking snack machine. And now I got this fucking guy busting like gay jokes on me because I'm wearing a fucking pink tie. And but yeah, I would have loved to have cut a fucking promo on that motherfucker. Like, dude, listen, you don't pay me enough to put up with your fucking bullshit anymore. Fuck you. Okay?
Especially because like you were outside of work, so it's not like you
Yeah.
had any obligation to be nice to him.
No. And it was one of those things like, he can crack jokes about you, but you can't crack jokes about him, kind of Bruce Willis kind of shit.
One of those.
Yep.
He can dish it out, but he can't take it.
Yeah.
See, that's why normally I'm not the type to dish it out because I don't generally take it very well. So I tend not, or I might do it like joking or whatever, but
Oh yeah,
I
dude. Like,
very rarely will actually like give someone legit shit.
oh yeah. There have been times like you've busted my fucking balls pretty hard, but
We do it regularly on this show.
well, yeah, exactly. I tend to think I have the upper hand on that one. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah. You're,
Yeah.
you're a little more quick-wit than I am, but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, fat guy, quick, not should not be synonymous unless there is said dinner bell ringing. But no, man, it's like we take shots at each other. Fuck, we take shots at ourselves here.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, we're very, not serious whatsoever.
And I guarantee, like any of the shit that you say, it's probably not going to top what the fuck I can say about myself. You know, maybe vice
Uh,
versa too. I don't know.
Probably. Very, very likely.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I was beyond fucking like rip shit. I was just like, you know what, man, I was just so fucking pissed off because I was like, you know what, man, he's such a fucking petty little piece of shit that I'll give you another example. I'll give you another example here.
We're on a roll.
Yeah, dude, I'm on a fucking roll here. So it's around Christmas time, and I think it was like the last show before they like leave for like the last like 2 weeks of the year or something like that. And we do like a gift exchange with everybody on the show. Like I would bust in my ass working the two jobs to get better gifts.
Hmm.
Because I was like, you know what, fuck it, man. Like these guys, like they bust their asses here. Like they put up with my shit, and like they fought for me to get this job. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Hmm.
So one of the things I did was I baked cookies, not just regular cookies. I took a like a heart shaped like cookie cutter, cut out a heart, and just kind of like slit off like the top part of it, and I put little like chocolate chips on like the big rounded bottom. So I'm like, look, they're sugar tits. I was like, that's fucking funny. So I gave
Sugar tits.
yeah. So in addition to the gifts, I gave everybody a bag of sugar tits and whatnot. I was like, and I thought I was being nice to the program director. I gave him a bag as well, just like saying, hey man, it's the holidays. Just hope you're well. Maybe I get a chuckle out of this. Who knows? Come to
Enjoy your sugar tits.
Yeah, enjoy the sugar tits. So what I didn't know was apparently somebody had told me like when he left the station like the on air like room and whatnot, and he went back to his office. Apparently, he threw him in the trash. I'm
Man.
like, dude, you're a fucking dick.
Seriously. He's like beyond comic book villain. Like you can't write someone that douchebaggy. You really can't.
And you can, but nobody would be like, dude, nobody's this much of a
Well, yeah,
douchebag.
yeah. Then there's that. I mean, oh, that's not believable. No
Yeah,
one's that much of a douche. Well,
and compared to a
guess
Superman comic,
what?
like I believe Superman exists over this fucking guy existing. Like,
Seriously.
oh well, let me tell you.
Now, how long did you actually end up working there total?
Um, with the internship, it was over 5 years.
Wow, dude. What about Braden? How long was he there?
Braden off and on. I think he was there for like 10 years. I think
Man.
because I know he was there for a couple of years. Then he left, and then he came back.
Do you
So
know if Braden ever like got increases or shit like that? Like, did he have to go begging for raises to get them? Or I mean, he was a producer, right? Like you
yeah,
were an assistant producer.
dude, I wasn't even
Or did you
considered.
ever or did you ever get to the producer level?
I never got like I gave myself the producer title. It's like
You
sending out
did.
emails
Okay.
to like book guests and whatnot. Yeah, they'd rather hear it from associate producer of blah 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 show rather than like call screener of blah 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 show.
Yeah.
And I figure like I even asked Braden. I was like, dude, is this like too much? He's like, dude, you well earned that fucking title. He's like, I'm not mad at you using it. Fuck, go for it. He's like, even if you want to take off associate, fucking do it. I don't give a shit.
Nice.
He's like, all the jobs that you're doing, he's like, yeah, that's producer work. So
So
yeah,
so yeah, right on.
yeah. So
But it's just crazy because like I can't believe that he especially because he was 10 years in that he would get shit basically for enabling you. Because that's essentially what it seems like. Because I mean, why else did he get in trouble aside from enabling you? It just what did the producer like really have against, or the program director have against you in particular so much is just
I don't know.
it's
The
unfathomable.
only thing I can really think of is that he wanted somebody else for that role, and like they overrode
Hmm.
him. They pretty much said like, look, we want this guy. Like he's driving an hour and a half to work here essentially for free. He's giving
Hmm.
us a bunch of work. Like he's only said no to one fucking bit, which okay, can't really blame him in hindsight. But so actually, that leads to another story. And we can ask Braden about this next time we talk to him because he'll fucking verify this one. Um, so there was one week I wasn't able to intern because I had to be at my other job, like extra early. So I told them, like 2 weeks in advance because I think the schedule came out like every like 2 weeks. At least the schedule for like the new week. It was like scheduled next week and then the week after that, and then just every week it would come out. It would just be like for the next week. So I gave them like 2 weeks notice for that and whatnot. They said okay, yeah, no problem and whatnot. So um, I'm at home. It's after the show one sometime. I think it was like a Friday or something like that. And I get a call, and it's Braden. He's like, "Hey man, how's everything going? How's everything with the job?" I was like, "It's going pretty good. I'm kind of exhausted right now, but probably gonna go take a nap in a bit." He goes, "All right, are you sitting down?" I said, "No, I'm actually out on deck right now. Why should I be sitting?" He's like, "Well, we kind of need to talk about your internship, and look, I'm just gonna cut to the chase, man. Your your time has unfortunately come to an end. You're not going to be interning for us anymore." I
Oh
was like,
shit.
man, I feel kind of fucking bad. Can I at least like come in on like one of the regular days I was supposed to come in and at least just say goodbye to the guys, say thank you for everything? He goes, "No, we can't have you like doing that." And I'm kind of hearing something in the background, but I don't know what the fuck it is. So I was like, "All right, man. That kind of sucks. I get it, but all right, man." And I'm kind of like choking up a little bit because I'm just thinking like, well, fuck, dude. Like this is over. I can't say goodbye to them. shit, I feel fucking bad.
Mm.
And then I just hear them like I just hear a bunch of voices in the back. Ah, ha, 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 we got you, ha, ha, ha. Ah, you dumbass. Ha, ha, ha. Come to find out, the guy Kevin, the guy Pete, and the program director were in the background, like they were in the same room listening to this whole thing going down, and like they were loving the fact that I was fucking upset about that.
Man. So they're
Yeah,
just fucking with you.
they were just fucking with me, but they're like,
Whose idea was it to fuck with you? Probably Mike's, right?
probably.
I mean, let's be honest.
Probably, I would definitely, if I had money on the line for it, I would definitely say it was probably his idea. But
Like you said, we got to ask Braden about it.
yeah, but the point of the phone call was like, hey, we don't want you to intern anymore. We want you to work for us. Like, get money for doing what you're doing.
Oh shit, that's cool.
I was like, oh shit, all right, yeah, I'll be glad to fucking do that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Kind of a weird way to do it.
yeah, but in hindsight, I was just like, didn't really expect anything different.
The thing that amazes me is it really is so much like the wrestling world, or at least from what you hear about, you know? Like it really is like people are ribbing each other all the time. You got to pay your dues, you got to suck so much shit. It's really like old school wrestling again. Like it's fucking crazy, man.
Oh, dude, one of the other things that we got to ask him, Braden, about next time we get him on is, about doing commercials for like the school that I went to, that broadcasting school.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's a fucking movie to be made about that fucking saga.
I'm sure. Yeah, well, I was almost gonna go there, and I ended up not because they kind of like closed abruptly. And it was just sort of like, okay. I think they're back in business now,
They are
but
back in business, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that was quite the saga for sure.
But yeah, like I remember I was down in Florida when that whole thing went down, and like I'm getting like a group text from like everybody I went to that school with, and everybody's like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what's gonna go with like student loan payments? Like, what the hell's gonna go on with this shit?" And nobody has any fucking answers. I was like, "Well, shit, man. Like, I mean, if they close down, I mean, do we really like pay them money anymore? Because like they don't even exist."
Right.
And like one of the things was like if you had graduated that school, and you were like, hey, I need to record a demo. I don't have stuff at my house to do it. They're like, hey, you can drive up here, just book an appointment and book, like studio time,
Hmm.
and you can use our studio here to like create your voiceover demo or just a demo or whatever you want to do.
Cool.
And it's free to charge. All you have to do is just, say, hey, I'm, blah blah blah, I graduated here, and they would throw you on the list. No problem, because that was included with the price of the admission. So, yeah. Morty, listen to me. It was part of the admission. But yeah, man.
So now, do you have access to that now?
I
Like,
don't
can
know.
you be like, yo, I graduated there. Let me use your shit. I mean, obviously not now because of pandemic, but you know what
I
I mean.
I don't know because I don't even think that campus exists in Needham anymore.
Oh, really? I
I
thought it
don't.
did.
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
I mean, by that fucking time, like by the time they had closed down and whatnot, like I was just so fucking like burnt out on the radio industry. I was just like, you know what, man, fuck it.
You didn't give a
Like
shit.
I didn't give a shit, and B, it took me like a little over an hour to drive up there. I'm just like,
Yeah,
I've got a job that barely pays me any fucking money right now. Like, I can't really afford to, to do that with the gas and whatnot.
that's true.
So it's, I was like, fuck, what are we gonna do? I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I don't know. I know my dad was really upset that I kind of like just given up. Because he's like, I know he wanted me to succeed, but even he got to see like, all the shit that I was putting up with.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, as your friend, obviously, I hate to see you give up on anything, but like at the same time, like if it's really, gone for you, then I don't see the point. If it's like, that dream is dead to me, then that's that. But I also at the same time you have to look around and as you said, like what are the opportunities that you have available to you? Like there's really just not a lot out there, especially nowadays. So like what could you honestly really do?